Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Lycan League. It is, after all, the semifinals, a best of 5 currently underway. I still don't know the result of the other semifinals, but of course we are sitting here in this one, and leading the charge, spawning here in the top right corner of the map. He's up 1-0 over his opponent. It is Millennium's Blue Terran MarineLord.
In the bottom left as the red Protoss, it's Lilbow.
So quite a bit of chatting going on. Any translation tips over here, madam? No? Okay. Well, right now, I guess one of the things I'm really quite curious about is MarineLord took a very nice game number 1, but that was really, I feel, almost at the fault of Lilbow more so than the Marine. Like, MarineLord made some good choices and some weird choices that game. The combi shield push was kind of awkward, whatever, but his defense was pretty perfect. It was kind of on Lilbow, though, to say, you know what, I'm not going upgrades. I am going to go for this all-in, and it either works or it doesn't. And when you do that, you're not really gambling on your... I feel anytime we see an all-in of that manner, you're never really gambling on your skill. You're gambling on your opponent's skill.
Well, I think once he saw the army see him, he should not have tried to go up into the main. You know, I kind of called it thinking that he would do it, and MarineLord did. He realized what was going on, and he went up into the main, and they're both teammates, and they're both in the European ladder, and they're both really good. And you would think that he would know that was going to be the case. Where if it was your first time seeing it, then, you know, you're just like, oh, the army's over there. Let me go defend in my natural. And that's when Lilbow's push into the main really works. But if they see it coming, yeah, it looks easy peasy. It looks kind of like an easy hold from MarineLord.
Well, gotta give Lilbow some credit. He tried to make some magic happen with Blink Stalkers that sadly never really came to fruition. Maybe this game he can get a little bit more done, or maybe he goes for something really crazy like, I don't know, Phoenix Colossus. I don't think have we ever seen Lilbow go Phoenix Colossus?
I don't think so.
No, this is probably not going to be in his repertoire, but again, he doesn't really need it to beat players a lot of the time, I feel.
You know, just speaking of Phoenix Colossus in the recent WCS, right? When Apollo was cheering for Whelmu to win in the winners, I just want to tweet out, I'm like, you know, you're screwing over the Terran, right? Like, the curse is going to happen. But I decided not to, because I didn't want Ius to see it too. I think he follows me on Twitter, and I want to get like that mental aspect in there, but it ended up happening anyways, so... I
feel like we know about this curse, but it almost feels like we're the first ones to discover it. Like, no one else really talks about it. Everyone's so focused on the Artosis curse.
They
like,
throw it out there like once, and they don't take it seriously. And it's like, guys, I'm pretty sure that should be taken seriously as a serious threat.
It's basically a poltergeist for brackets.
Yeah, exactly.
For those who don't know, because we want to educate the public, this is a public service announcement after all. In a group stage series, if say MarineLord and Lilbow fight each other once in a best of 3 and Lilbow loses, but they rematch in the finals, MarineLord's going to win that. You don't even need to guess. Like, it's just going to happen. Yeah. It always happens. Look at the records of WCS, of art tournaments, of dream hacks. It's ridiculous how incredibly often it happens.
I knew that Ius didn't know it existed because he tweeted something like, oh, sucks that I lost the winner's match, but the decider's match will be against whoever was Maxed or something like that. So I still feel pretty good. And I'm like, oh.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, you poor baby.
You poor innocent dwarf. You don't know what comes for you. Oh,
I love like the Team Liquid previews for that too, where he's the face
Rory
of the mechanic guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we got Stim coming this time instead of combat shields. I like this. Okay, so if he's going to go for the same moves, you know, the same composition of about 10 Marines, 2 Marauders, I like this a lot more because you can chase down the probes, you can focus fight them a lot sooner, you get a lot more damage done with this over combat shields. Combat shields lets you take that hit, you can still be aggressive with it, and that's cool, but as we saw last game, it was shut down fairly easily without advanced tech. There was no force fields, the Mothership Core went down pretty quick, the photon overcharge, etc., etc. So I feel with Stim Pack, if you want to make those same moves, you can get a lot more done with this.
He might not make any move at all. There's like kind of there's a couple of different ways to play this matchup, even though the compositions all look the same, and sometimes that can be a little boring for people.
Wait.
But there are
Are you telling me there's more than one way to play StarCraft 2?
Oh my god, really? No, but seriously, like TVP is something that I think people have said since the discovery of Wintermines being good, that you can't play. Oh my god, that scan barely didn't see that Immortal.
Oh, didn't I?
Oh my god.
I guess it wouldn't. Yes, to the top of the ramp.
Oh my god. Oh, that's gonna be a surprise. Well, okay, so we're about to see an immortal bust in just a couple of seconds here, but before that, basically it's the same composition over and over, so that can be boring. But you have people that go for the early pushes, you have people that go for, you know, mass drops, and you have people that don't do anything for a long time, and they just like pull SCVs or just go for it. But it looks like he did see the immortal or something.
I think he saw a lack of something, and I think that may have been his decisive decision maker. Not that he knows it's immortals, but he knows he would have to play defensive off of what he saw with that sentry count. I mean, why else would you have 4 or 5 sentries, right?
That's true.
So he's gonna have to pre-pull a couple SCVs if he wants this to work. Just simply building bunkers doesn't cut it. You could build 11 or 12 bunkers, it wouldn't matter. But you gotta repair them. That's where the strength of a bunker comes. So sadly with force fields, you'll force field off the back end, and if there's no SCVs pre-pulled, there's no way to really repair this. So there we go. MarineLord pre-pulls some of the SCVs, and he puts them on the front lines very much intentionally. Again, you need to do this. Not that you should, could, or want to. You need to do this.
Honestly, 5 bunkers would make you feel more at ease, Terran player, against this build. Your bunkers go down very fast against the Immortals. In fact, 3 Immortals now. He's getting a Wood of Mine, +1 is about to finish. Are you leave about the damage output? 'Cause combat shields, that's a far away.
He's got that surround. First force field goes down.
Not really all that useful.
Nothing lost yet. He's just getting a couple more stalkers, I guess. Because the idea is he wants to be able to one volley down the bunkers. Like, forget the ability to repair. And with 3 immortals hitting for what is 50 damage a shot, plus all the stalker fire, 400 health on a bunker suddenly does not look like that much. There's the force fields with the SVs.
Oh,
they're holding really well. That one got a great shot on the Immortals, takes away their hardened shield. One of the bunkers is going to go down, but he holds onto that one on the left side really nicely. Third bunker falls as well, but the first bunker still standing. The Immortals have been broken. Now it's mostly just Stalkers without Blink against Marines, Marauders with Stim. I think this goes to MarineLord if he can just not overextend, if he doesn't get caught. GG is called. MarineLord will take game number 2.
That one Wood of Mine got like the best hit.
That was the best